Hey, it's Mike Young.
And Denise Young.
And we're the creators of the annual Health Optimization Cruise, which is a vacation you don't have to recover from. So what do we tell people? What does this mean? Like, do people even realize that every single vacation out there harms your health? Like the food harms you?
I don't think they think about it.
Okay, well, the truth is that like 80% of all illnesses are non-communicable diseases. So we, as a nonprofit, aPlantBasedDiet.org, we have a goal of eradicating non-communicable disease. And that can be done because non-communicable, you didn't catch it from somebody, so that means you probably did it with your bad habits. So we're a cruise of good habits, right? But we still have fun.
Right. So even if you have some bad habits, you can reverse whatever conditions you cause with it, most likely.
That's right, but you have to be super specific. You can't just go on any health event. You can't just, like a lot of these are like interventions. We're not an intervention. We give you the food the way you can eat it all the time, okay? Like if you went out to like the nicest restaurant that you would hope would give you health food, which they don't, that's our cruise, because every meal is just like a gourmet experience, especially the lunches and dinners. They're like $100 meals. That's what I think anyway.
Yeah, and when Mike says intervention, he's talking about things like if you go away to an immersion where you just do water fasting for the week. That can be very healthy, but we'd rather eat the food.
Yeah.
We like to go on cruises where you can eat all you want and you still get better health-wise.
Yeah, and have fun. Like you want the presentation. You want to see this like really nice looking dish set down in front of you, right? And you want to be able to order as much as you want. There is no limit.
No, and you can choose between cooked food and raw food too. And if you can't decide, you can just order both like I've done.
Keep in mind, everything meets this 6-pillar healthy vegan food standard. Nobody is stricter. There's a lot of events out there. Even if you're not going to an intervention event, let's say you go to some other health event or plant-based or vegan, a lot of times they'll have alcohol. That's a class 1 carcinogen, okay? The other thing is they'll have animal products, or they'll have oil added to the food. They'll have salt added to the food. They'll have high fat levels, like more than 10% calories from fat. We've addressed all of that. All those issues are taken care of, and it's still delicious, correct? I mean, you were eating the food.
Yeah. And we're not saying that this has to be a dry party. If you have to go find a drink somewhere, you can.
Or you can, you can bring your carnivore friends. They can go to get a steak if they want to, because we know that not everybody's on the same page. And that's another good thing about this event.
Yeah, you just won't see steak and alcohol on our menu. That's
right. And we're not going to say it's a health food. That's the thing. We want people to not have any non-communicable disease. What are some examples of that? Like cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and all the complications of type 2 diabetes, like limb loss, like vision loss.
Kidney disease.
Kidney disease, there's another one, yeah. Like you have hip, knee, foot problems because you weigh too much. Again, that's the food, right?
And poor circulation that causes limb loss.
But we don't want to have any of that. That's not fun. None of that is fun. No. We want a fun event that you don't have to recover from. And that's the Health Optimization Cruise.
Education-wise, we have multiple tracks, and none of the tracks are repeated. So if you want to catch something different during one of the time frames, there's always another alternative for you. Yeah. And the cooking demos and the meal preps demos, because we do raw food meal prep too, those are all included in your ticket price. You don't have to pay extra for that.
That's right, nothing. And then of course the camaraderie, we have our own private dining area. You're meeting with the same people, a lot of whom are the presenters you're eating meals with. And it's just a totally fun learning experience, because everybody is either getting better or they're getting worse. Nobody stays the same. So with an event like this, you know you're getting better, and you have to as you age. Like we're in our 50s, okay? You have to do that. Otherwise, you're just on a downward spiral of misery going forward, and none of that is a good time.
Yeah. I've made some new friends on this cruise. I've learned tips and tricks from them, people that I didn't even realize lived close to my area. So the same thing can happen to you. You could get some influences in your life, some positive influences.
Yeah, you become like the 5 people you hang around with the most. So why not go on this event? This event is the only way that the 5 people you're hanging around with for a whole week are going to be wanting to do better, because everybody's at a different spot on their journey. But these folks, anybody who goes to this event wants to do better. And deep down, we know that everyone wants to do better, really. I mean, does anybody want to be sick? No, nobody wants to be sick. So everybody does want to do better. So this is the event you've been searching for that you didn't even realize.
Yeah, You can bring kids on this cruise too. We had a couple of them last year. We are family friendly. You can get as large of a room as you need to bring all your friends and family.
That's right. Yeah, so it caters to everyone, I'd say, all ages. It's fun. It's an escape from winter. Sunlight, so important to health. Vitamin D, so important. How are you getting that in the middle of winter?
Probably not.
Yeah, you're not. So you know this is going to be beneficial just on that level alone. Middle of January, that's where you want to be. Health optimization cruise in the Caribbean with us.
Yeah, you don't want to get one of those cheap cruises that happens during hurricane season.
Oh yeah, you don't want that either. Yeah, because you'll be all worried about everything. You know, the boat. Who knows what's going to happen? We want to try to reduce the worries, reduce the impact to you in any negative way. Again, 6 pillars of lifestyle medicine, 6 pillars of healthy vegan food. That's the framework of our event. Our goal is to eradicate non-communicable disease. Oh, by the way, what is health optimization? It is a balanced state of health that is indicated by a lack of non-communicable disease, or even verified. Because if you don't have non-communicable disease, that's it. That's the goal, right? But do most people